glove compartment. Remove the three 7mm screws. Once the three screws are removed, should just come out. Like so. So looking into the opening on the right side, you see the wiring harness with this plug plugging into the resistor, pushing the tab to release the plug, and there's two 8mm screws on either side. Okay, the screws are removed. I left the plug on. This should pop out, and you maybe can remove the harness after if there's enough room. There you can see it loose. Need two hands to take it out though. So there's the resistor. So there's the resistor pack. The harness still attached. Probably easier to move the harness this way. So this is it removed. Don't see any failure points or rust or anything. Now someone has replaced this already. And doesn't look like it's a Ford part. So my problem is I don't have the number 3 speed. So as you can see, this doesn't look, I thought it was going to be rusted, maybe somewhere to fix it, but nope. That was about a 10-minute job. So this is the new part. That's the part number. And on this stamp, it doesn't say anything about Motorcraft. I just opened the package. It wasn't opened before. I don't see Ford anywhere. And none of these numbers here match anything that's on the bag. Or does it? Nope. And this is the old one. There's no markings other than a number stamped there on the bottom. So we'll plug in this one. Hope it's not a fake one. Got it from Amazon. It was in the bag, sealed, unless someone opened up and resealed it. So I put the new resistor in, and the problem I had before was had low speed, number 2, number 3 didn't work, and that's 4. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's no difference between 2 and 3. So my problem wasn't the resistor, probably something to do with this actual rotary switch or the wiring to it. Getting to the back of the heater control for my fan speed and the removal process, which there's a lot of videos on, so won't bore you with the details. One important tool is the claw. I have these, but to get to the bottom panel that you'll see on other videos, which is actually here, this part where that part, something like this. So the clips are the steel things there. These, there's 4 of them, so there and 2 in the back part. Actually, that's where the clips are, so you can see if you go more from the side, pry it out. I actually tried about here, This is thin here, so don't try there. And when you get this part down, and then from here, with this tool, you can use leverage from the car, the frame of the car, when you're at this part here, and just push it back and it'll pop out this clip. And there's 4 of those, so that was the hardest part. And then to do the wiring of the well, we used to call them cigarette lighters. Now they're power feeds, 12 volts. Moving the wire harness here was a pain in the ass. But other than that, oh, and this strapping bolt that everybody talks about. And so this is the wire for the DVD. Remember, there's 2 spots that have the clips on it, and the claw again came in handy because it pried that out. And this bolt was a 8mm, something like this. Use 8mm, which is I think 1/4 millimeter, and it's a long screw. And after that, undo the wiring, and I have to get to the heater control part for the fan, motor speed control. From this side, get to the wiring, unplug it, which will probably be fun. That's just from the bottom panel. So it looks like there's a clasp there. Looks like for the heater control. And for the radio, back there. These are going to be the wires. We got to disconnect back of the radio. Try to take a video of it so I know where they go back in. If you need more room, because the wire is not giving enough slack, there is wiring clip attached to the frame. If you can see it there, I'll point it out now. So all the radio wires are disconnected, and we're left with the climate control, that yellowy green plug right here, and this one. So that one and this one. Okay, if you turn it on its face, it's enough wire slack to do it. So if you depress this will go back like that, and it should release that. This one's a little bit pain in the neck, so that's the latch. I'm just not quite sure how to release it. Usually push down and pull, but it ain't budging. It's time to figure that one out. Get to release this, you lift up on this to unhook it from that hump. Actually, it looks like it's just, if you just pull it on its own, it'll come out, but lifting this up with a screwdriver and pull it at the same time. And that is it. Oh, something still attached. Nope. There it is. 1 unit removed from a Ford Escape. This is the blower plug for the switch. And my third speed is this wire. It's the gray-brown. And you can see it's been overheating. And the plastic is deformed on the plug, which is this one here. So maybe it's a filament problem. So I'm going to check continuity from this wire to the resistor. And if I get continuity there, then I know it's the switch. So here on the where the resistor plug is, that's where you plug in the resistor. There's my gray with a brown stripe, which is this one, and I check for continuity and it checks good. Could put a load on it, but I don't think it's a problem with the wire. I think it's a problem with the rotary switch. So back to the switch. This is the back of the heater control unit. That's the front. Don't have to remove any of the knobs. Small torque screws for them to take out. Now when you take this out, be careful because these things will want to come out. And they have little holes and dimples where they'll fit back in, and this one fits back in better because it goes under that cage there. And then I pulled off this, which goes into over here. So I'm going to pull this out. 3 tabs there you push in to pop it out. And I pried this out with a small screwdriver. As there's like 5 tabs around there. And I used a small screwdriver. This size, I tried one, it didn't work, but this size was great. The 3rd speed contactor, which was this one, it's hot plastic melted on here. So I just scrape off that plastic with a knife, clean the pad, and I'm going to put it back together and see if it works. Now, so clean those 3 pads there that are small bumps. When you take this out, try to reorient it the same position as the built-in stop. And I don't know if I did it right until I put it back all together. So mark it before you remove it so you can put it back the same way. Okay, I'm about to test the heater blower. So here we are. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's on low speed. Try to do this with one hand. Okay, let's prop that up there. So I don't know if you can hear that. Low speed. And let's see here. 2nd speed, if you can hear that change. And 3rd speed. Let's try. 3rd speed. And 4th speed. So cleaning the contacts helped. Now I think if I wiggle it, that still works. So that was the problem. And you cannot buy this part separately. As far as I know, you have to buy the whole head unit. And depending on what features your car has, with heated seats, automatic temperature control, this is just a standard manual temp control, no heated seats with AC, and I think in American dollars between $300 and $400. So they ain't cheap, and the more features you have, the more expensive it is. So if your blower doesn't work or doesn't work correctly, and you tried the blower resistor, which is under your glove compartment, and that didn't work, then this is probably your problem, especially if your wiring is intact. Now, for some reason, this was overheated because the plastic was melted, and there was plastic on that control unit. On this, there's plastic melted on that tang or the contact. So I used a knife to get it off, cleaned it with sandpaper. Didn't re-grease it. There's still enough grease there to do a good job, and seems to work. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.